Hey loves, and welcome back to my channel. It's Ijoma here, and in today's video we're going to learn how to make this shirt, a wrap shirt. So for this wrap shirt you need about 2.5 yard. I had to combine my own with black because the fabric I used wasn't that enough. Now I'll mark my armhole first. My bust point is 10, my armhole is 8. Then the length of this top, I want it to be 19 inches. Like the full length of the top, I want it to be 19 inches. So it is up to you to know how long you want your own top to be. My own is 19 inches, including the rope, like including the band of that top. So now I'll connect the lines. This one is the chest line, this one is the arm, this one is the bust point, and this one is the full length of the top. So now I am cutting out the back of this top first of all. After cutting out the back, we will use it to cut out the front. So now I'm labeling chest line, bust point, and half length and full length. Sorry, I labeled it as under bust. You know, after bust point is under bust, and I'm so used to it. That particular place I wrote UB is for half length, is for full length. So the full length is almost half length measurement. Now I will go ahead and mark my armhole. Then for the back neckline is 3 by 1.5. The width of the neckline is 3. The depth of the neckline is 1.5. You can even use 1 inch for the depth of the back if you want. That is 3 by 1.5. Then after doing that, you also mark your 1 inch shoulder slope. Now take your bust measurement divided by 4 plus, let's say, 2 inches for ease. Also take your waist measurement divided by 4 plus extra 2 inches for ease. You know, this is a wrap top and it does not have to be too tight on your body. So divide your bust by 4 and add extra measurements for your ease. Now I'll go ahead and cut out, and after cutting this out, I'll place it on another paper, and that paper is for the front. The only difference between this front and the back is number one, the extension from the center front, and then the front you have a V neckline. You know, it is a wrap top, so the center front, from the center front we will add some extension that will cross to the other side as a wrap top. So from this front I added extra 5 inches extension from the center. You can see that particular place I placed my tape is the center, so indicate your center, and from there you add extra 5 inches. So I'll go ahead and connect a straight line to the extra extension. Now you also get your neck width. Our neck width is 3 inches, and I'm trying to like trace out the shape of the side because the all the sides will still have the same measurement. So you trace out the shape of the side measurement. All right, then you will also mark your V neckline. You can see once you get the neck width of the back, the neck width of the front should meet it. So from that width of the neck, you will connect it straight down to that 5 inches extension at the full length of this wrap top. You know, at the center front I added extra 5 inches extension. So from that 5 inches extension, you will connect a straight line to the neck width, remember. So now we have our front and our back, and the next thing that we are going to draft now is the sleeve. The top is really easy. So for the sleeve will be really long, like the length of the sleeve will be touching your knuckle, the knuckle of your fingers, right? So now I'll go ahead and come down by 6 inches. So that 6 inches is where the sleeve cap will stop at. Then I will also get 20 inches or 20 inches or 21 inches. That is where the flap, let's just call it the flap so that we'll understand it easier. You know, a shirt sleeve normally has the cuff area, the cuff where you place your cuff links, right? So from the men's sleeve will be 20 inches long. Then that cuff, that place that looks like an attachment on that sleeve, will start from 20 inches down to about 27 or 28 inches. I hope you understand. So now I've curved my sleeve, and I'll go ahead and cut out the main sleeve. So this is the main sleeve. The main sleeve is 20 inches. Then the cuff of the sleeve will start from this 20 inches down to how long you want your sleeve to be. I hope you understand. So I will get the paper. This paper will guide me. So this paper is what I will use to know the width of the cuff. So you can just call it flap, or you can just call it cuff. Okay, and remember that this particular one will be on fold. Now it is time to cut, and I'm going to cut out all of them. After cutting out all of them, we will also cut out the belts. Though the fabric I have wasn't enough, I had to add like extra black fabric. So now we are done cutting. This is the front, these are the front pieces. You can use bias to hem it, or you can cut facing to hem the V. So you can see how they overlap each other. And I will get the back. So I'll place the back. I'll go ahead and close the shoulder and the sides. First of all, hem the center front. So you can use bias or facing. I will shape the shoulder and the side. Now this is for the sleeve. I'll go ahead and cut out my sleeve, and I'll also cut out the cuff of the sleeve. This is the cuff of the sleeve, and it is on fold, and I want it to be about 7 inches long plus allowance. So you can see it is on fold. So after cutting it, it is on fold. The height is 7 inches plus ½ inch allowance. Then the width will match the width of your men's sleeve. The wideness will match the wideness of your men's sleeve. So this is the men's sleeve, and if I fold it, you can see that they match each other. Yes, this one is the other sleeve. You can see that they match each other. So if I arrange them, you can see what we have. We have the main sleeve and the cuff of the sleeve. Then the next thing we are going to do is to cut out our belt. This is the only fabric I have left at this point. I'll go ahead and fold it. So that belt area, the belt area of this top will be up to 4 inches or 3 inches wide. Now back to the pattern paper. When I was drafting that pattern paper, I said that I want the full length of my top to be 19 inches. But when I was drafting it on paper, I made the main top, like the main top, to be 15 inches, then the belt to be 4 inches. So when you join 4 to 15, you have your 19 as normal length. So if you want the full length of your top to be 20 inches, you can cut out 16 inches as the main length of your top, and then the remaining 4 inches will be your belt width, the wideness of your belt. So by the time you are done joining that 4 to the 16, you will get your full length. That is how you make this particular one. So now I am done joining, and I'll come down by 3 inches at the front, and from that 3 inches I marked on both sides of the front neckline, I will measure round. So after measuring round, I got 20 inches. So the collar will be 20 inches long, and it is a cut together collar. You don't need to cut a collar stand for it. Like after joining the main fabric, measure, come down by 3 inches on both sides of the neckline, and then measure round. Then I marked my 10 inches. So this is my 10 inches, and then the height of this particular collar will be highest 3 inches. The height of the collar will be 3 inches. All right, so this is the paper that I will use to cut it out on fabric. We are trying to cut our collar. This is a cut together collar. So after turning your neckline and joining the shoulders, you come down by 3 inches on both sides of the neckline and the front, then measure round. Whatever you have is what you will use to cut out your collar. So now I have 10 by 3, and this is the fabric that I want to use for the collar, and I want to cut out 2 pieces of the collar once. The collar will normally comes in 2 pieces, the main fabric and the lining. So place your paper on it and then slant it a little. From here, slant a little, because collar is supposed to have a pointy shape. Then add half inch round everything, and this is a cut together collar. So you also open up this collar so that it will be 2 pieces. It's supposed to be 2 pieces normally. So now let's open up the collar so that we can see what we have. Though at the end of the day, I decided to change this color to black, like the way it is now. I had to cut it out on a black fabric so that the combination will blend a little. Now let's go to our sewing machine. Now this is on our sewing machine, and this black fabric is the fabric that I used to complete my belt. My belt was not really long enough. The main fabric was not long enough for me, so I had to join black to it. So this is me measuring round my collar, the 3 inches I marked. I'm trying to like recut my collar because I said that it wasn't enough on the lilac fabric, wasn't really enough, so I'm trying to like combine it. So the width of our collar is 20 in, like the round neck of our collar is 20 inches. So I'm trying to cut it out on this black fabric, and you can see how slanted it is. The same thing I cut on my lilac, I had to transfer it to this black fabric so that I can use the black fabric as my collar. So now this one is my collar, and I'm trying to turn it round. It is a cut together collar. I have a detailed tutorial on how to make a cut together collar. Just get the round neck you are working with and then cut it on your fabric straight and give it a triangular points on both ends. Now I will turn it out. After turning it out, I'll go ahead and fold in half inch on both sides. I'll go ahead and fold in half inch here. You fold in half inch and iron. Just fold in half inch and iron so that it will be easy for you. Now this is for the sleeve. I will go ahead and shape the sleeve. I already shaped the sleeve with half an inch. Then I'll go ahead and fix the flap of the sleeve, round the sleeve. The flap is separate from the main sleeve. So after shaping your sleeve, you are going to join this round. I've also turned the sides of the flap. So after joining the flap to the main sleeve, I will show you what it looks like. So right now I am done, and I'm going to turn it over. You can see what I have. The flap is open on the other side, and that is what it is supposed to look like, the sleeve. So shape your sleeve separately and turn your flap. Then at the end of the day, you will join your flap to the sleeve. So that is what I'm doing to this particular one. I'm done joining the first sleeve. I'll go ahead and repeat the same thing on the second sleeve. Now this particular one is the main body of our shirt. I'll go ahead and join my sleeve round. This is the sleeve. I'm attaching the sleeve to the shirt itself. I am done attaching my sleeve. The next thing that I'm going to attach now is the collar. So always indicate the points where your collar started from. So I folded in half an inch on both sides of that collar, and I'm going to start joining it from that place I came down by 3 inches at the front neckline, and I will join it to meet up to the other side. You know, I've already I folded in half inch on that collar, so it is now making it easy for me to join round my neckline. I came down by 3 inches from the shoulder line to the front, and then I'm repeating the same thing here. So now I am done joining the collar to the neckline. It started from 3 inches from one side of the front neckline to 3 inches on the other side of the front neckline. So now this is our belt. I'm going to join my lilac belt to it, because I said that the lilac only was not enough. I had to combine it with black. So I will join the two of them together so that I can have a very long belt. And remember that this belt was 4 inches on fold, 4 inches on fold. Now I'll go ahead and close both ends of the belt. I will not close all of them, but from this end, I will close some parts of the belt and stop. You can see how I stopped, and I made it a triangular closing. Then from the lilac part also, you also close some sides of the belt. The only side you leave open is the side that you will attach round the waist of your shirt, round the waist of that shirt. So now I am done turning, and I will get the shirt and I will start attaching it to the shirt. So I'm trying to like turn the lilac part also. So this is the lilac part. I will close the lilac end too, but I will not close everything. I will just close the side that people will be seeing when I'm done tying the belt. And then the side that I'm going to attach to the shirt itself will not be turned, like it will not be closed. I hope you understand what I mean by that. So I will close the amount I think I'll need. This is the space that people will be seeing. So I will stop here also, and I will turn this belt. Now I am done. The next thing now is to get our shirt, and I will start attaching that place that I did not close. You can see this area that I'm joining now, I did not close it. The area of the belt I closed is the only area that people will be seeing after I am done tying my wrap top. Now we are going to start stitching it round the waist. You don't need to attach it like a band, just do straight sewing after you will weave it. Now when I got to this point, I realized that I need to close more area. Any side that people will see, I need to turn it. So I realized that I need to close more area. The black part has a lot of open area, so I had to like close more. I had to like close more and leave only the parts that people will be seeing. Then after closing that, I'll go ahead and finish up my belts attachments. So at the end of the day, this is what we have. We'll go and give this shirt a nice press. This shirt is very easy to sew, no buttons, nothing. Just fix your collar and then your belt. You can see that I came down by 3 inches towards my front neckline, and that is where my collar stopped at, 3 inches from your shoulder line. See you all in my next tutorial. Bye.